They are fully supporting the police investigation into the death of 20-year-old Southern University and A&M college student Caleb Wilson. After he allegedly died during an off-campus fraternity ritual, the university says they are also cooperating with local police, but have not said whether the fraternity will face investigation or suspension. This comes as Sigma Alpha Epsilon fraternity was suspended at Miami University in Ohio after a student there reported inhumane hazing. According to Miami University's hazing incident report obtained by ABC News, a pledge was allegedly required to ingest an entire can of chewing tobacco, do a handstand, and then eat the throw-up after he vomited. I know, that's gross. Pledges were also reportedly forced to stay in a basement and not allowed to leave except to eat or to shower. Miami University officials said in a statement that the fraternity is under investigation for hazing allegations. Joining me now to break some of this down, how to talk to your college kids about hazing, is licensed clinical social worker Kelly Kitley. Kelly, good to see you. Let's start with this. Hazing is a broad term, can encompass a lot of things. How exactly is it defined?
Sure, Phil. Thanks so much for covering this. It's good to see you. I'm sorry it's under these circumstances. You know, hazing's been going on for centuries, and it's really a group mentality, think of forcing people to participate in some kind of strenuous activity or dangerous that can be very humiliating. And it's a way to initiate people into, as you mentioned, a fraternity, sorority. We've seen it in sports teams. Unfortunately, I've talked about this for years on the news after such horrific incidents happen.
Kelly, I'm curious. You said it's this group mentality thing. It's very different to talk to, and I've had kids go through these stages, very different to talk to, say, a fourth or fifth grader about it than it is to talk to an 18 or 19-year-old student who is looking for this brotherhood or sisterhood and will put up with some of this stuff. Oh, this is just something I have to go through to get in. How do you have that conversation, and can you get through to a teen at that age who wants what they want at school?
Sure. So this hits close to home for me as well with college age students and children of my own. And, you know, I think that we need to break the cycle and stop normalizing it. And we have to have conversations with our kids before they get to college about this. And as one student in the report was mentioned, somebody saw something and heard something and said something. And that's how we stop this. And, you know, I've heard even parents say, oh, kids will be kids or boys will be boys. And that's not okay. We can't lose lives over this. And so it is important to check in with our kids. Hey, what's going on at school? How has, you know, whatever group they're in going? What are some things that you're doing? And when we start noticing our kids are pulling back or losing weight or not sleeping or draining their bank account, those are behaviors of caution that we really need to take more action with our kids.
And finally, Kelly, as a parent, what do you do if your child comes to you, and says, hey, this is what happened. I went through this last night. What do I do?
First and foremost, the fact that our kids can come to us, we need to hold space. Don't lecture, listen, ask open-ended questions. And then we have to take action. We have to stop some of this behavior that's going on when it's getting to these extreme circumstances and go directly to the president of the university.
Yeah, Kelly, I think what you said at the beginning of that answer is so smart. When your kids know that they can talk to you about anything, they'll come to you about almost anything, and that starts when they're little. Kelly Kitley, thanks so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.